dog car. That's the description that kept popping to mind as I wheeled through my first miles within the revised for 2018 Nissan 370Z Coupe. There are no cockpit switches to the suspension firmness or engine response. There's Bluetooth hands-free phone capability but zero cutting-edge cockpit tech. The standard head unit is operated by using a simple row of buttons and knobs. Same for that climate control system, 3 rotary dials. In base form, the hottest trim for that Z and what I drove, there isn't obviously any good touchscreen. Instead, where digital cars have a big center display packed with color and flash, the bottom Z features a flip-up cubby. I tried speaking to the Z, change the air station, navigate me towards the nearest ATM, but it never listened. You'd ought to look throughout the globe to find a car as straightforward and true to its original form since the 370Z. You might also say unchanged. Or even old. Yes, for 2018 the bottom model can be purchased in Dramatic Heritage Edition trim. Mine was painted in chicane yellow, but magnetic black can be available. Yes, the outer is freshened a tad, including dark tinted headlights, black matte chrome door handles, and also a blacked out rear lower fascia. Yes, there's a brand new, optional 19-inch alloy wheel. Might Esther wore the typical 18s. But or perhaps you could roll some time machine completely back to 2009 and, in almost any Nissan dealership you'd desire to visit, you'd find just about the exact same car. That is just not, however, a totally bad thing. While rivals have piled around the upgrades along with the electronic candy, so, too, have their own prices soared. The Z? The base sticker of $30,875 gets which you 332-horse V6, a 6-speed manual, 18-inch black finish alloy wheels, plus a bod that still turns heads in fact these years. Add my tester's carpeted mats $130 plus the Heritage Edition package $790, which nets you black outside mirrors, the black accent decals, and yellow interior accents. Are you still taking a look at just under $32,000? True to its uncomplicated character, the Z can be a solid all-rounder that shines not for bleeding-edge performance, nevertheless for delivering an unfiltered, even nostalgic driving experience at a reasonable cost. The VQ37 V8 Chardock 3.7-liter V6 will be as tried and true as Skippy peanut butter. It's been with us for years and may also be within such rides because Infiniti Q50 and Q70. It's far away from the smoothest V6 around, particularly for the upper rev ranges, gets pretty gritty near its 7,500 revolutions per minute redline, but it pulls tough enough to scoot the Z from 0 to 60 miles per hour within 5.0 seconds or maybe even less. Nissan has refined the drivetrain a tad for 2018, altering the accelerator pedal and throttle valve opening angles to generate using the gas pedal a far more relaxed experience. Nissan claims home loan business throttle modulation on winding roads and improved reacceleration after braking. I honestly can't point out that I noticed the updates, though the Z was plenty rewarding to hustle, although the twisty stuff, aided by its closer ratio 6-speed and also a new X80 high-performance clutch with LPEC, an acronym for light pedal effort clutch. Higher trim levels provide a downshift rev matching system, but, frankly, I'd rather heel and toe downshift myself. Doing so inside base Z is usually a pleasure. The suspension is for the stiff side, nevertheless the Z doesn't crash over rough stuff. On the highway, it rides pleasantly enough. On wriggling roads, the chassis shrugs off most body roll while digging hard into corners. Understeer is minimal, is actually traction control from you can use the throttle simply to walk the rear end helpfully. You ought to be fairly high within the tech for this, though, because the 270 lb-ft torque peak has risen above 5,000 revolutions per minute. Steering response in the vehicle speed-sensitive variable power assist technique is languid in comparison with more modern machines, but there's a superb, tactile sense the road that flows for your fingertips. The cockpit, as noted, can be as albucinous since they come. The heritage yellow accents include some sizzle, and also the fabric seats are commendably form-fitting, but otherwise this cabin can be as uncomplicated because they come. A big, analog tach and speedo. A manual parking brake. A beefy shift knob along with a nicely padded 3-spoke wheel. Done. Visibility to your rear quarters is fairly bad, plus a blind spot detection system isn't available. You can obtain a rear parking camera on up-level versions, though. That said, the Z will do roomy for two, with good headroom, and there's decent storage under the trunk hatch. Remarkably, the Z remains a head-turner even of course these years. It's probably due in large measure towards the Heritage Edition's bravura yellow and black, but I heard, hey, dude. Nice car. Plenty of times. Indeed, that's just what the latest 370Z is, a great car, a qualified, well-rounded, solid-performing GT covered with an attractive package. Rivals? Well, a Subaru BRZ Limited with all the optional performance package isn't as powerful or quick because Z, as well as the Nissan, is better looking, though the BRZ Limited costs quite a lot less, is sold with leather seats, and blows away the Z in chassis firepower. It feels newer and feisty. The 370Z is often a gentleman's sports coupe. Sure, that's yet another way of saying for older, analog dudes. But there's nothing wrong to be able. 2018 Nissan 370Z Heritage Edition specifications. Price $30,875, $31,795 best tested. Engine 3.7 liters 24 valve V6 332 HP at 7,000 revolutions per minute, 270 lb-ft at 5,200 revolutions per minute. Transmission 6-speed manual. Layout 2-door, 2-passenger, front engine, RWD coupe. EPA mileage 1,826 miles per gallon city hui. LXWXH 167.5 by 72.6 by 51.8 inches, wheelbase 100.4 inches, weight 3,300 pounds, 060 miles per hour, 5.0 seconds estate. Top speed 155 miles per hour estate.